The spills were for a lion's share of food. But now we know that there never was a lion. Then I wonder, who wolfed down all that lion feed? If I had to guess, it must have been Mr. Garadeb's wife. Hey, don't call it feed, as if she's some kind of animal. Well, oh my god. This is fucking brutal. Call it what you want. In the end, we know that Mr. Garadeb had to take a slap to the face from his wife. And worse, she hit him so hard that we can still clearly see the print. Wonder why she ended up slapping this gentleman though. Yeah, I'd really like to find out why too. They are so harsh. What the fuck? It's ridiculous. What the hell's that? Oh, I think I can see. There, I can see a lipstick mark on that. What have you been doing, John? This book has a bookmark set in it. It appears Mr. Garadeb enjoys reading. Oh, hang on a second. This doesn't look like a bookmark. Ah, you're right. It looks like a woman's writing is scrawled here in ink. Oh, James. Oh god. Oh, James, how I long for you. Love, Mary. Oh look, next to the signature. This looks to be... It's a kiss mark. It's been kissed by a woman with lipstick. My goodness, how passionate. I find it ever so romantic. And suddenly Sasatoru is enraptured by a random kiss mark. I do beg your pardon. Anyway, this bookmark looks to be a love letter after all. James. He ain't called James, he's called John. Oh boy. Yep, it's by this love letter. Now we can understand why she slapped him. Of course, the cause of all your suffering is this love letter. Oh James, how I long for you. It seems to be quite the passionate letter. Oh, look at her face. Perhaps the sender, Miss Mary, is the one who slapped you. Oh god! Oh wow! But I swear, I know no such woman. God, I could not say that. You don't know her? That love letter isn't even addressed to me. I mean, well, that thing was already shoved in the book before I even laid eyes on it. Before I ever laid eyes on it. It was already in the book. Uh-oh. Most definitely, without a doubt. Sure it was. For heaven's sakes, Joan, I've already explained this to you. I bought this book from the used bookshop. That thing was in there before I even saw it. So basically, the book's previous owner used a letter instead of a bookmark. Uh-oh. That's gonna fill endlessly. Yes, that's what I've been trying to say. You should really take the kettle away from her. Sure they did. Okay, first of all, look at that damn name. It clearly says James. My name is John. You know that. Much. Sure it is. What, you even think my own name is to be doubted too? Jesus. As we can all see, a woman's paranoia can make her snap like a beast. And it can make her slap like one too. Jeez. But then in a final act of reckless violence, the beast attacked once more. Attacked? And traces of its great rampage are clear. See the carpet below us torn to shreds. It looks to be a high quality carpet woven from wool. Why did something so horrible have to befall such a lovely carpet? Well, madame, seems like it's your turn to tell me something now. And the answer to my question is in your eyes. What was it that left the carpet in this sorry state? The evidence lies in the cake stand. Nope. It can't be. Did his wife eat the carpet? Of course not, that's just silly. However, I'm pretty sure that the disaster that befell this room is the result of his wife's rampage. So it would seem. Naruhodo, we're finally closing in on the end this time. The answer must lie at the end of Mrs. Garadeb's line of sight. Got it. Let's get cracking on that examination. Okay. Can I look at the floor? No. In that case, I know what it is. It's still this. The candle. Ah, the candelabra. Yeah. This looks to be a very old candelabra. Candelabra. The pedestal is so small that I'm worried about its stability. Looks like it would fall over if you so much as sneezed in its direction. Oh dear. That would be dangerous. Whoa, sister, take a closer look at this candelabra. It looks like one of the candles is missing. Oh, you're right. Why is one of the candles missing from this candelabra? Because it's on the floor. There we go. Oh god. Whoa. I drank a little too much and I felt like a gas bubble in my chest. That was weird. What was it that left the carpet in this sorry state? The evidence lies in this candelabra. Exactly. I dare say that you found the exit of this labyrinth of pure logic. There are what appear to be bite marks from a ferocious beast here. Indeed, those would in fact be burn marks on the edge of the carpet. Burn marks? Yes. I see that there was quite the lover's quarrel in this little room. When Mrs. Garrideb slapped her husband in the face with that stout arm of hers. The impact caused one of the candles to fall off the table. All off of the table. Then the fire from the candles spread to the carpet and it burst into flame. Truly, of all the beasts in the world, or in this world, fire is the most dangerous. And that very beast went on a rampage inside this room. Thus we are left with but one conclusion. Oh. This room was the scene of a house fire, sparked by a heated lover's quarrel. Dun dun dun! You really are as good as they say. God, her cheeks wobble. With like the littlest movement, her cheeks just blow. And there it is. Deduction complete. Not too bad. Elementary. I always enjoy passing the long winter nights by reading books next to the fire. I purchased an old novel from a used bookshop nearby, but between those pre-owned pages, therein laid quite the scandalous item. And thanks to that, Mr. Garrideb's wife began to interrogate him. It was more than just an interrogation. She went outright berserk. Really, you weren't too far off the mark when you called her a beast. She's still doing that. Then, is it true that those marks on the carpet were caused by a candle? Indeed, the whole fiasco happened in the blink of an eye. The moment the flames flared up, the whole room was engulfed in thick smoke. I faced a simultaneous onslaught from both the flames and my wife. Sounds like you've been through hell. But I bet it would have been fun to watch. Seriously? Unfortunately, it wasn't long before the fire spread to the furniture. Right now, the charred remains are hidden behind that screen. Ah. You mean this over here? I think it's time we bring it out of hiding. Now, if you don't mind. Oh. All of my favourite old books were lined up on that bookshelf, but now they've been swallowed by the flames, burnt to a crisp, just like that. Whoa. And to add insult to injury, my very own wife threw those books at me in her fury. Sounds like a truly terrifying scene. She drove me back to the window, assaulting me with burning books. I ended up losing the Adventure of the Lion's Mane. Now just get into the good part. The Adventure of the Lion's Mane. You really do seem to have an affinity for lions, don't you? Not really. That's not the reason I picked it up at any rate. In the end, he lost something important to him at the hands of a vicious beast. Another spot on deduction. That's no surprise coming from Mr. Sherlock Holmes. This truly must be one of the most cryptic mysteries in all of Britain. Amidst the raging flames, my wife carried on with her rampage. It was absolute mayhem. By the way, do you remember at what time all of this happened? It was early in the evening. Right around 5 o'clock, 2 days ago. The night of the incident. That's why they couldn't see anything. At the same exact time, a terrible crime was occurring just outside your home. Huh. I'd say the crime taking place here was just a bit more terrible. Even if all of the Great British Empire was collapsing all around my home, I dare say I wouldn't even have noticed. Oh, I see. Mr. Holmes? Ah yes, what is it, Master Naruhodo? Now that we know everything about the Garadeb couple, how exactly is this supposed to help us with Suzuki's case? You're asking me? How should I know? What? Don't you remember what I said before? I said that this friendly retired soldier was hiding something. But I said I couldn't guarantee that he would be related to your case. That is true. I should have known. There, no need to look so glum, Master Naruhodo. You see, there are two types of things in the world. Things that are and things that are not related to the case at hand. Nothing else exists. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway. You're running out of time. It's about time you make up your mind. Huh? Visiting hours at the jail are about to end. I didn't realise it was this late. If you intend to take up Suzuki's defence, you need to obtain a written appeal from him, and complete the proper procedures. I'm almost out of time. On that note, we must ask that you take your leave. It is now our dinner time. Yes, ma'am. Please excuse us. Thank you so very much for allowing us to speak with you. Suzuki is waiting for us at the jail. I have to give him my answer. Alright. That's one mystery solved. Jeez. Did I go to... We've no time to waste. Let's make for the jail. Yeah, we really ought to. Let's see if we can hail a... Huh? What's the matter, Naruhodo? Did I choose the jail, or did I go to Briar Road? I'm confused. Looks like there's some sort of argument going on in front of Suzuki's flat. What the fuck? Who are you? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Holy chin. Who are you calling old? You want to talk, you weird gaudy git. Oh god, that chin! That gives Popeye a run for his money. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. No, if you're knocking off, I ain't no Horatio. Quit it with the theatrics. I beg your pardon. Who are you? We just happened to notice some sort of dispute going on over here. This man here is Ryunosuke Naruhodo, attorney at law. Huh? Did you say attorney? If you'd like, I can hear out your case. I may be a foreigner, but I'm still a lawyer. Yeah, forget it. I ought to be heading back for the day, but... Don't think this is over, you. Get thee to a nunnery. Like hell I will. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh god, he looks weird. Jesus. Sir, are you hurt at all? I'm fine. I must express my dearest gratitude, O beautiful maiden of the Far East. What exactly is going on? What's just going on? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than I dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Pardon me, but... Are you another tenant of Mr. Garrodeb's? Yes, indubitably. Oh, gracious damsel of the Orient. That reminds me, there were 2 tenants in the Garrodeb's home, weren't there? That must mean that this guy is the other tenant. Excuse me, might you know the other tenant who lives on the 2nd floor of this house? Ah, his name was Natsume. A formidable Japanese... polemicist? No idea. With whom I engaged in a heated debate. A debate? Macbeth or Hamlet? Who is stronger? I must say his argument caught me off guard. Ugh. I don't entirely understand their relationship, but they do seem to be acquainted. In any case, I have no more energy to detain you here any longer. I bid you farewell. I understand even less than I did before, but he seems to have run back to his room. I don't get the impression that you know anything about Suzuki's case. Between Suzuki and this guy, this flat has some serious issues. As we were saying before, I'll go hail a coach. Okay. I'm sure Suzuki is waiting with his head held high in anticipation of our return. We gotta get to the jail before visiting hours are over. Okay, I must have chosen jail. I was really confused. There he is. Still looking suspicious as ever. Cell 9. Why, it's substitute law student Naruhodo. You've come back for me. Suzuki, I'm overcome with emotion. We sincerely apologise for being so late with our return. No, please, all is well, I beg you. Worry not, relax. Once again, I may know the joy of fellowship with my countrymen in a strange land. Praise the motherland. God, I've forgotten how weird this guy is. No need to get so worked up, Suzuki. Indeed. That which puts one's mind at ease is the warmth of one's own homeland. However, on the other hand... Oh. There is true meaning to be found in friendships that cross geographical boundaries as well. At least that's what I believe. You. It's you. Damnable cursed spy. The Sherlock Holmes. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing here? If it's what I'm doing here that you're asking, really I'm just stopping by. For a spell. What do you mean, Mr. Holmes? While I was in that gloomy little room, I read a certain book that caught my eye. And while I was at it, I uncovered that shady couple's secret. And so, on my way home, I found myself wondering how you were faring. Gloomy room. Even this cell with its one tiny window is preferable to that hovel. However, I must admit that your taste in books is impeccable. Well, pardon me. Thanks to you, I had a fun day. By you, the Sherlock Holmes. Oh, what's the use? I'm just a bloody fool. My very act of so brazenly coming to the Great British Empire was a mistake to begin with. I've been possessed by the ghost of that cursed flat. Tomorrow's trial, too, will be cursed. Oh, what is my cursed existence? What's on your mind, Naruhodo? I was just thinking, Suzuki. I think you said the same thing before. You said your flat was cursed, right? Perhaps Mr. Mustache's words ring truer than we once thought. Huh? It may indeed be appropriate to say that they're all cursed. Including tomorrow's trial. And the flat. What is he on about? There we go, we can talk. Hooray! Cursed trial. Earlier, you said that tomorrow's trial would be cursed. What exactly do you mean by that? What? Why did you take that so seriously? I really didn't mean anything by it. I was caught up in the moment. Oh, okay. You don't have to scare me like that. Don't tell me. Is there a real curse? It must be because of that prosecutor, right? The one known as the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper? Why do they call him that? Please give me a concise explanation in haiku form. It has to be 17 syllables. Sinner or hero, no accused can escape death in the Reaper's court. Oh, it's perfect. 3 lines yet only 17 syllables. Yesterday, Naruhodo managed to win a not guilty verdict against him. However, after the trial ended, the defendant lost his life. Mr. Magundal. What? Yeah, you have every right to be scared. Well, shocked. Quite sharp of you to pick up on that. Lord Chief Justice Vortex told us. Mr. Holmes. This is just a guess, but does Barrick Van Zeeks personally kill people that he couldn't prove guilty? That would be dreadful. I was going to say, I highly doubt that's the case. You are one funny guy. Huh? But really, that man is no murderer. He's just a prosecutor. I see. Of course. It would be improper of him to kill. Obviously. Although, the truth of the matter might be even more terrible than that. What could possibly be worse? Truth about the Reaper. Barrick Van Zeeks... yeah, I keep thinking it's Baron. Barrick Van Zeeks is a very capable prosecutor, but when it comes to London's courts, no matter how capable you might be, victory can never be assured. Oh, is that true? Siski sure looks happy. Remember, the judicial system in Britain involves both a judge and a jury. The judge delivers his verdict based on the law, while the jurors represent public opinion. The defendant is put on trial under those two perspectives. Perspectives. It's a great idea on paper, but public opinion can be easily swayed. That's where villains and less scrupulous attorneys are liable to strike. Bribery, forgery of evidence and testimony. They'll do whatever it takes to win. And if they can successfully make an impression on the jurors, no matter what decisive evidence the prosecution comes up with, they've already lost. But what of the truth? Won't they jump to an incorrect verdict? Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation. I can't believe it. However, those that are prosecuted by Van Zeeks cannot escape their fate. What? Even if they're declared not guilty, their joy won't last long. They end up mysteriously disappearing within a few months, every single time. Disappear? How? Well, it's different every time. One man was trampled by a carriage, another one drowned in the Thames. Then another man caught mysterious fever, and yet another was murdered by a highwayman. My goodness. This is the reality of London, Master Naruhodo. Oh boy. Truly. Is there no hope? Cursed flat. By cursed flat, you must be referring to Mr. Garadev's home, right? Can you explain what's so cursed about it? It's been about a year since I came to live here. It only took me a single week to start losing my mind. That didn't take very long, huh? Everywhere I look, foreigners, no matter how I hide, they all look down on me and laugh. As the loneliness and paranoia overtook me, I grew too scared to ever leave my home. It felt as if someone was always watching me, every waking hour, watching and laughing. Even when I cooped myself up in my room, that fear would still would not leave me. Must have been very, very lonely to be so far away from Japan. Again and again I'd move from place to place. It was last week that I moved to my current flat. Why did you choose that room though? It didn't seem like a very convenient place to live. So because the rent was cheap. I was in slack-jawed awe when I saw the price. I found myself asking the owner why he set the price so low. He then responded with a terrifying grin. You see, that room is cursed. Oh, excuse me. That was just a slip of the tongue. At that point, he climbed up. The nerve of that man. If you're going to say something, at least finish your sentences, otherwise shut up. Good rule to live by, I guess. And it turned out what he said was true. So you mean, the room really was cursed? Ever since I moved into that windowless room. Every day I have nightmares of being strangled, waking up just as I'm on the verge of death. And now, they label me a criminal and arrest me. When I'm granted a trial, a fighting chance at freedom, no attorney will stand by me. I'm... forsaken. Whew. Now if only I had a single ally in the world. If only one person would truly believe me. Believe. Is that gonna be at the bottom? Why believe? Excuse me, Mr. Holmes? Oh, me? What is it, Mr. Naruhodo? Do you remember the incident on the SS Claire? Claire. Oh yes. That one with the snake, right? Yeah, we've been over this, 40 minutes ago. An hour ago. Back then. You listened to me and believed what I said. You even helped with the investigation. Did I know? Why did you believe me? Let's see. You mean to ask why I trusted a suspicious agent who was hiding at the scene of the crime? Yeah, sure. Come on now, this one's easy. You don't remember? You told me yourself that you weren't the culprit. But I could have been lying. Didn't you have at least the slightest doubt over whether or not I was the criminal? It appears that you're sorely mistaken over something here. I don't recall ever believing in the words you said to me. Huh? After all, the only thing I believe in is myself. What is that supposed to mean? I always decide for myself whether or not something is the truth. I'll believe in whatever I want to believe. It doesn't matter who's involved. But I could have betrayed you. That would simply mean that my judgment was off. That's all there is to it. It has nothing to do with someone potentially betraying me. I couldn't care less about that. Oh. When it comes to trusting someone, or not trusting someone, all that matters is whether or not I can trust my own self. That's all there is to it. That's right, he speaks the truth. Substitute law student Naruhodo. Can I believe in myself? Are we going to see Asugi? I knew it. An attorney's worth is measured by how much he can believe in his client. Along with how much he can believe in himself. Asugi. Oh. Oh. I thought that was going to be continued. Well, everyone, I'd say it's about time we headed home. Oh. Visit hours are over. I'm sure a guard will be here for us soon. There's a nearby restaurant that serves up excellent trout dishes. What do you all say? I suppose it has gotten late. Hey, Suzuki? About tomorrow's trial. By any chance, would you be willing to let me defend you? Substitute law student Naruhodo. Yesterday I stood in a British court for the first time. The defendant was ruled not guilty, but I found myself unsure of something crucial. What could be more What could be more crucial? What should I believe in? Justice, my client, or the truth? But now I finally understand. I choose to believe in myself. Naruhodo. And I believe in you too. You're no criminal, Suzuki. It's my duty to prove that in court. Substitute law student. I'm ready to fight for you with everything I've got. I'll keep fighting until the very end. Tell me, will you let me defend you during tomorrow's trial? As I've said from the very beginning, I wish to entrust my fate to a fellow countryman who is willing to lend an ear to my words. Suzuki. Master Naruhodo, your heart was already set on this from the very outset. It simply took a day like today to make you face your feelings head on. Yeah, I think you might be right. Though I feel like it was quite a detour before I reached this point. Solicitor? Yes, sir? Tomorrow, will you stand by my side again? Will you assist me again? Of course. Hey, I absolutely will. As I said this morning. I'm your legal assistant, after all. Hey! I really do like that pose. Is that going to be continued? I may end the session. I know I said I was hoping to get to the trial. I mean, technically I did, but I think next session, I don't know if I'd be able to, but I might try and get through the rest of the case next session. But we'll see. The shock from yesterday's trial still weighs heavy on my heart. But it's time to stop looking back. There are people who believe in me, like Asugi and Mr. Holmes. So there's only one thing I can do. I have to try to believe in myself, for the sake of the very things I believe in. And for the lonely, desperate and friendless people in the world. Tomorrow, I'll fight as if my own life depends on it. To be continued. Maybe. There it is. Finally. Hooray! No. Fucking hell. There it is. Perfect. So yeah. This investigation also took an hour and a half. Not bad. But yeah. That is going to be the end of this session. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And until next time, take care.